How about we try that again? Good afternoon, good evening, good morning. Jason here at Signature Esports. Pleasure is to have you here live and in charge. Of course, the Atlanta edition of the BNR Cup Series. As these drivers are finishing up qualifying. They should be done here very, very shortly. Thank you to everybody out there already chatting it up, already doing the old like and share. Philip, thank you very much for what you're doing. I think you were looking for that 88 to make some moves. It looks like Loophole's out there rooting on Daxton. And we're going to have some fun tonight. Atlanta, new configuration for iRacing. And it's pretty interesting to say the least here. It drives completely different. It's not as bumpy as it used to be. It's just man, oh man. BNR Racing out there, chatting it up on Twitch as well. Thank you very much, BNR Racing. Appreciate you. Starting grid for. It is not the Clash at Bristol. I apologize about that logo being incorrect right there. I will get that changed before the end of the race. Sean Burke's going to be your pole sitter, and we are not in Las Vegas. Why did that not change? We're at the Atlanta 180 in the BNR Cup Series. Man, I tell you what, if you could have some stuff going on, you might as well have it right now, right? It's been a couple days since I've streamed. BNR Cup Cars, that's what we're going to be doing. Sean Burke's going to be your pole sitter. Brandon Moore is going to be your outside pole sitter. Robert Reynolds and Brian Beach are going to be out there as well. Row number 2 for the drivers as they get ready to start pacing around here for just a moment. Sam Harrell, Christoph is going to be out there as well. And row number 3, Ryan Chapman, Ricky Udding is going to be there. Row number 4, Brandon Burkhart, Nathan Bogart, that's going to be row number 5. Bill Hales, Skylar Sixton, that will be row number 6. Down the starting grid, Mike Allen, Daniel Kiln out there, Austin Moore, Jeff Ramsdell, Philip Bridgman, Jerry West, that'll be through row 9. Chris Spencer and Brian Huntley Jr. will be there in row 10. Mr. Vance Goat Racing himself, Mr. Goat Racing, is going to be there with Bud Shearer to his outside, Lance McKinney and Josh Brock out there as well. And let's see, Jorge Rincon, John Hammond, Troy Rittner, Robert Amaral, Daxton Stokes bringing up the rear of the field. Richard Crane's going to be there as well. 30 drivers in the field today. We're going to have some fun. There are a couple of penalties that are going to happen here. We're going to take a look and see what's going to happen with that. I do need to jump in the broadcast booth here. Let's see, penalties for the 12 and let's see. 12's going to have a drive-through. 10's going to have a drive-through. 11's going to have a drive-through. So 3 cars are going to be making drive-through penalties. I don't know. I don't have. That's not me. That's how it's loaded in. That has nothing to do with me. I promise you. Something's going on there. If they had the same numbers at one point, I'm not quite sure. BNR, he's in the 19. I know he's got the 18 on his paint scheme, but that's completely on iRacing. It has nothing to do with me, folks. I don't go in and change their numbers. I can't do that. iRacing, it's iRacing scoring. That's what happens there. 7-5-0-0-17 34-98 643 866, and we'll just try to keep up with it, right? That's exactly what we'll do. It's going to be a ton of fun. Pace car is going to dive in. 120 laps, 50% fuel, 3 + 1 extra sets of tires. We're going to be rolling. Sean Burke gets a good run. 0-0 to the inside. They're going to, for the drive-through penalty, the drivers that need to make that drive-through penalty, they're going to have to go around the racetrack, then come down to pit road. Can't really jump to pit road. I do believe some drivers might have ended up starting from pits, which would have been a good drive-through because they wouldn't be allowed to go. Chris Spencer off track, does look like. Lap 1 being completed. Sean Burke out front. Let's take to the spectator cam, and we're going to see what they're doing here. Look at that crowd at the Hotlanta Motor Speedway. Good run down the backstretch as they get out of 2. Short backstretch at Atlanta. When we take a look at the race information here in just a second, I wanted to fix the logo because, that's just what I like to do. Because if I don't fix that logo, It'll eat at me all race. And you guys know me. I'm a perfectionist at heart. Much love to everybody out there. Hopefully you're having a fantastic evening because it's a week until Christmas. 1 week, folks. I hope you're excited. I'm ready for Christmas. I'm enjoying it. George, giving us a like out there. Thank you very much. Oh, they're wrecking back here. Well, now that's what I was trying to fix something all at the same time and look at the wrecks and look at what they had going on. All right, I think that should have fixed my issue from before. We will go and see. There's the 7. He's going to slow down. Mike Allen involved. Let's take a look and see what happened here. Oh, it looks like the 97 kind of came up the racetrack right there and then got into the 01. The 01 still driving down the racetrack right there. One more time. We'll take a look from that. Back up, far chase view. That's what we're going to do. Looks like, oh, maybe the 97 was trying to clear himself there. A little net code. Another car drove through him. Maybe his spotter said he was done. I don't know. Man. Poor dude. Poor dude. Don't think there's a fast repair here. But I could be wrong. I've been wrong about less. Yeah, no. Race day information. Let's take a look. They do have a fast repair, so that's always a good thing. Unfortunate. It's unfortunate. 01's going to come down pit road. He's going to hit his pit stop with that. He's got a pretty darn nice looking paint scheme right there. Let's see it pop back out. Boom. Brand new car. Just like that. Don't you wish you could do that in real life? You know, you get in a fender bender, and next thing you know, brand new car. All right, lucky dog should be John Hammond. There he is. He's going to come back around. He was the first driver to complete his pass-through penalty, so he is going to come around. He's going to be back on the... Yes, he will be back on the lead lap. So that will put one of the drivers that are lap down there as well. So Troy Rittner will be the number 11. He is on pit road. He's going to take a lap down situation there. Richard Crane will be there in the 28. Josh Brock in the 29. They will still be a lap down. So end of the longest line for John Hammond. Race leader Sean Burke. That's where he started. Dark Phoenix giving a go 66. Showed the 66, go 66. There it is. Nathan Bogart right there, the National Guard Ford Mustang. As they're going to pace around. Caution kind of happened quick. It's really hard to get to the bottom of this racetrack, and that's what I've been told by a lot of drivers. So if you've not seen what these cars can do, I encourage you to know that that does happen that way. Alrighty. Carly Bratt, give me a follow. Thank you very much, Carly Bratt. We know who you are, Miss Carly. Thank you very much, darling. Appreciate you following me over there. Man. Let's see. Some more followers on YouTube. Make sure you hit that subscribe button up there. Do all kinds of things. They put out games. They put out not just games, but tutorial videos. Goat Racing giving us a share and liking the stream as well. Thank you very much to each of you. You are all amazing. Let's roll through your top 10. Christoph is going to be there in the 98. He has got a Red Bull Toyota today. Kind of like that. Sam Harrell in the 34. He's off 4 from the start of the race. Philip Bridgman, he's up 9. Look at that number 88. He is he's going. He is going. Nathan Bogart supporting his Army wife while she's deployed with the National Guard. Gotcha. Well, as a former service member for 9 years in the United States Army, my hat's off to her, and keep her head down and be safe. Brandon Burkhart into number 8. In up 3 spots. Ricky Edding, the number 43, is in 5th at 3 spots as well. Ryan Chapman, the number 6, out there as well. He is up 3 spots, so 4, 5, and 6 up 3. I think Sam Harrell, Christoph are probably some of those drivers that have made that possible for them. Robert Reynolds right where he started, the 00, trying to hold on to the RBS Chevy Silverado there. Brian Beach up 2, started 4th. The number 17 trying to be fast and loose. And Sean Burke right where he started on the inside. They're going to go back to it here. Lights are off on the pace car. Long pace laps around Atlanta. Pit road speed's roughly about 45 miles an hour. And we'll take it green. Then we'll talk about the race conditions that are going on right now because they're pretty hefty. They're pretty hefty. A lot to contend with. Brandon Moore came in and got fuel. Jeff Ramsdale came in and got fuel. Huntley Jr. came in and got fuel. Rincon, Van Scoik, Lance McKinney, Daniel Hyun, Rittner. They all came in and got fuel. Green flag for the number 7. Right where the restart zone was. I think they were trying to inch on the outside. They were getting itchy. 7 midline for him. Very hard to keep that bottom line. You're watching the 0-0. Do it right in front of the 17. 17 has his nose right there, right behind the back bumper. If you watch the 17 right here, getting into the corner, you're going to have some company. All the way down to the bottom, trying to roll the corner. The number 6 is, but the 17 is going to carry the high side with the 0-0. Rittner leaving pit lane. Looks like the 17 is going to carry with it into the tri-oval. Start-finish line. 6 is not going to clear the 17. That low line, like I said, that low line super hard to hit unless you hit the right angle. And right now, the 17 doing just that, trying to track down the number 7 of Burke out front, but right in front of him, the 07 rolling, or the 0-0 rolling. Here's a look from the 17's point of view. So we get into the corner. Here's the front stretch. There's a wall there. You almost have to keep yourself off of the bottom apron down there, and then miss the wall 3 times on the front stretch. That tri-oval crazy. Little dips in here, but it's not like it was before where you bump all over the place. Very short backstretch, 1.5 mile racetrack. And we will go through and look at the race information. Skylar Sixton up from off 4 spots. He's got Daxton Stokes in 15th at number 29 in front. And Austin Moore up 1 as well. There's the number 45. Race information brought to you yours truly over here at Signature eSports. Follow me on Facebook. Follow me on Twitch. Follow me on YouTube. You hit the notification bell. Make sure you do that. Appreciate you very much for doing it. 105 degrees on the track temperature. 1.51 miles in length. They're going to run 180 miles today. 86 degrees in the air temperature. A little bit free off the corner. Somebody was getting free and loose. Wind is going to play a factor here. Wind does play a factor in Atlanta. It pushes the car all the way around, and you never know what you're going to get yourself into. Here's your logos. This is the BNR Cup Series 12 of 120. We're a 10th of the way through the race, and I hope that you are having a fantastic one out there. Travis Pierce sent us some 50 stars. Keep sending the stars. Giving us a like out there as well. Thank you very much, sir. Appreciate you. Going right to it. Going right to it. 45 right there with a 97. They are killing it, killing it, killing it. Thank you for the stars, man. I appreciate you. Just so everybody knows, we are looking to buy a new microphone. So keep that in mind when you're out there donating or you're sending stars. We're going to have to buy a new microphone. And we're going to have to buy a new PC. We're going to have to do dual PC streaming. It's going to have to happen. Because, well, you guys know why. Game titles are just getting more and more aggressive right now. Good run for him, though. How much love can you get for it? All right, so on a full tank, normally you get about, let's see, the officials are roughly about 60 laps. 55, I think, 50, 55 laps. So they're going to go 25 to 30, 33 laps around this racetrack, similar to what they were doing last week, or they're going to do it again here this week. And we'll see what kind of line they're going to be able to make and what they're going to be able to work here. 7, 17, 6, 0-0, and 43. The Armor 43. I don't know why, but I really like these angles. I kind of wish that it was just a little bit more spread out as far as the look goes. But hey, you know what? Not bad. Not bad. I do have a good pit lane camera now. So when they come down pit road, we'll take a look at that one. That one's going to be a ton of fun. Gyro cam for The 43 00 to the outside. The 43 of Udding was trying to get to the inside. Watch them plant themselves here. Right next to the wall. Drops in, gets low, and says, "How you doing? How's your mom and them?" You know, kind of works it. Jerry West in the four. Oh, somebody way down low back there. That was Phil Bridgman back there. Oh, man, no caution. Philip Bridgman, Sam Harrell having issues there. No caution. They're able to make it stick. I don't know what in the world brought that on. We are going to go see, though. That's a real thing. Phil Bridgman right here. Ooh. Looks like a ton of people kind of got into it right here. We're gonna take a look here because there's a lot going on. All right, there's this. There's this. And here's what happened. Look at all this in front of him. There's the 98 right there. 88 up high. 98. Oh, 88 gets into the wall. 98 gets into the wall. And then 53, Bill goes all the way around. 34 trying to miss. I mean, they did save it. Man. No caution. They're rolling. They're still rolling. So that's going to put Phil on a different set of circumstances here. He's going to have to start pushing it. Phil Bridgman's still on the lead lap, though, but the race leaders are coming. Sean Burke here. He's probably hoping for a caution. I'd be hoping for a caution. We had a caution on lap 2 or 3. So when we should see these drivers come in somewhere around 30 to 35. I think that's when you're going to be able to see this breakdown. 4 pit stops, 3 pit stops, 3 green flag pit stops. I think that's what you're going to be looking at. Ryan Chapman making moves as we're riding along on the gearbox of the race leader, the number 7, able to hold the midline. That's the line that he's been preferring here. 7600. Man. Back to Ricky Udding here in 5th. The 43 has the 17. They're finding the way. Look how much out of the gas they are right here just to keep the turn. That's a lot longer than normal. Unlike the 3 car here, he's in the corner. He's able to feather the throttle, but look at him drift up the track. If you try to feather the throttle too much, you find yourself working your way all the way back up that racetrack. You did get back around the 17. It's kind of the way things work. Gets himself right behind the 6 here. John Hammond, Daxton Stokes up 18 here. As we're going to take a look and see what the 29 is doing. He's trying to be freaky fast. I think he's gotten a lot of practice in this week because he's driving like he knows what he's doing, and he is being the Jimmy John's Freaky Fast. Speaking of Jimmy John's Freaky Fast, if you want a gluten-free option, make sure you ask for it lettuce wrapped. It's delicious. Just saying. Daxton, your biggest move of the race. Jorge Rincon as your next biggest biggest racer that is up 10 positions. And as I say that, John Hammond just moves himself up a couple of more spots. He gets himself into 14th here. Jerry West up 14 as well. And he's trying to capitalize on it. He's like, look, beep, beep, move. Let's roll, right? Let's roll. 7-14. 14 gets himself around the 17. 7 right there as well. 00 falls back 1. And I do believe Burke is got some things figured out. He's rolling. Roll through your top 20 because it's that time. 25 off 6 spots as he tries to roll through here. Brandon Moore off 17. Gets himself, he's trying to work his way back from 19th. Brian Huntley Jr. Up 2. Van Scoik up 4. And these drivers are going to have a whole lot of nose company here very soon. Chris Spencer, the 96. He is up 3. Jorge Rincon up 10. Lance McKinney, he is up 9. The 48 Lose Machine rolling through. 6th in here. Off 1 from the start of the race. He's trying to track down John Hammond right in front of him, who's up 14. Daxton Stokes in the number 18, up 18. He's in 11th. Brandon Burkhart right in front of him, off 1 in 10th. Bill Hales up 2. Christoph He is up. I'm saying he's off 2, trying to work his way back to 6th. Ricky Edding up 1, started 8th right there. Behind the number 6, who's up a spot. Nathan Bogart up 5. Robert Reynolds off 1. Brian Beach up 1. They've got to swap positions. And right now the battle for the lead, the 7 and the 14. And which way do they go, George? Which way do they go? Burkhardt to the outside. Jerry West up 16 positions as we're rolling. And the 7 just trying to utilize some tire saving mode here. The SRTV number 14, Jerry West, trying to clear himself here, having a good day, having a good stream. And there he rolls. If you know the logo right there, well, that's a good team to know. The SRTV, go find them on YouTube. Not just a great team in here, but great broadcast personalities as well. They've passed some stuff over to me. Much love to them and all of the SRTV family. 7 right there behind now has to deal with a little bit of dirty air. Unable to set the pace for a long period of time. 26 of 120. Jerry West able to take the long haul here and has done a pretty phenomenal job of doing so as they get into 3 and 4. I'm sorry, 1 and 2. The rest of the field kind of in 3 and 4 coming across the stripe here. That's to 18th. Rich Crane up 7 spots here. The number 36 doing a phenomenal job. Biggest backwards movers of the race. Excuse me. Sam Harrell, the number 20, he is off 20 spots right now. I think that's to deal with the laps that he needs and trying to get himself back. Phil Bridgman off 9. He is right behind him, trying to track him down. Needs that pit stop very soon. He came in on. He has yet to come to pit road. Mike Allen off 15. He is in 28th. Amaral coming to pit road now, so there goes Phil Bridgman. He is going to be looking at trying to get himself into another position gain. The more that he can work at it, the more that he can nip at it, the more that he's going to be able to make it work. Jeff Ramsdale off 6. Sam Harrell off 19. Brandon Moore off 17. But don't count out Brandon Moore, the number 5 yet. He's got a little right rear damage. Here's to hoping iRacing updates the next-gen cars to new plan. You know, did you see the what were they running? 660, 670 or something like that on the horsepower? Yes, sir. Instead of running that 550 horsepower draft-only package, you got it. Let's run some higher horsepowers on the mile-and-a-half tracks. But we saw them spinning the cars up out there. I think that's just, I think that's pretty darn awesome. Why not, right? Why not? Pit road getting busy? Let's take a look. Pit road's fine. Pit road's fine. We're good. 14-7, 00 gets back around. 670, yeah, it did, and it looked like it drove faster than. Like, that's the thing about high downforce. You're supposed to be able to carry heavier speeds with a bigger engine, that's not what's happening. So it did. It looked. I watched. Hey, come on, 17 in on pit road this time by. I like what they're going to be doing with it. I don't necessarily think that they have it all figured out yet, but, let them do it. I hope that iRacing gives you more adjustments, i.e. the ability to block off the nose a little bit, to be able to put more downforce on the nose of the cars. They were talking about that small little pinhole. 98 looks like he went a little bit fast on pit road. 29 in. So pit road's getting busy, folks. We'll see. A lot of these drivers getting shaky. Jerry West is going to be your race leader here. Burke's going to be right behind him. 32 is the magic number for most of the drivers. 31, 32 as they come in to pit road and make those right adjustments. Phil looked like he might have been locking up the brakes right there. Hopefully he got down the speed. 55 miles an hour. Is that what pit road speed is? I think it is. Folks, pit lane's busy. Here they go. All righty, we're going to throw it. on exciting. I'm going to take a pause for the cause. Got to hydrate. You know, that's what I do about every so often. Amaro had an issue. It says he crashed on 29. I think that's when he had to lock up his brakes. Robert Reynolds is going to be a race leader right now because Jerry West came to pit road. He's going to lock up his brakes and slide through his pit stop. That's going to hurt those tires and hurt his pit time. Robert Reynolds, Ricky Edding in second here. The 43 trying to make it work. Now Lance McKinney, Chris Spencer, Van Scoyk, Huntley Jr., Rincon, Brandon Moore, Daniel Kuhn, Jeff Ramsdale, they all came in on that first caution, so they have a little bit more fuel to play with. But you want to make sure that is the right call. 48 is going to be a race leader, 2.5 seconds, almost 3 seconds above Spencer. Spencer leads the field here on how long they're going to be able to make those tires work. Appreciate everybody out there watching. I always do. 14, Jerry West now making it off pit road. He's going to have some cars up to speed right behind him. There is a second place car, so an opportunity. Lance McKinney's going to come to pit road. Chris Spencer is coming in as well. Brian Van Scoyk and Brian Huntley Jr., they're not done. They're going to go one more as Rincon is going to be right there with him. Charles Van Scoyk, my man. The PetSmart DoorDash 23 Toyota Camry leading around here. Everybody in on pit road. Brandon Moore, not yet. I don't believe. I think Brandon's going to go around the lead here. Just going to let a few drivers by. Daniel's right there with him. So these are the last drivers that need to come to pit road. And then after that, it'll be Robert Reynolds, who came in. I think he took tires only or fuel only. Not quite sure. Jerry West is going around him here. Maybe took right sides only, trying to play a little strategy here. Daniel came in at 5. Brandon came in on 4. And right now they got a whole lot of company of drivers that are like, hey, I've got to go. Jerry West didn't have a great pit stop, but it didn't slow him down any. Because right now he's about 20 seconds off. Brandon Moore into pit road. Daniel's going to lead a lap here. .25 drops down, gets that lap led, and right now, Jerry West, 38 of 120. Having a lot of conversations with the SRTV network, folks. Robert Reynolds there in third. West 17 seconds off of Daniel here. Daniel's going to be cycling here, so it should put a lot of drivers all within reach of each other. 25 gets to his pit stop, 0-1 on pit road still. Does look like Mike Allen going to go down a couple of spots here. He's got his car looking good, ready to rock and roll. 14, 3.5 seconds over Reynolds. I don't know how he had 16.5 seconds on his pit stop time. Burke is about 4.8 seconds off. It's because he took right sides only. I don't think they took tires. I think they just took fuel. I think they're trying to save a set of tires for the end of this race. Third of the way through the race, folks. Time for me to pause it. Like I said, I'll be right back with you. Keep watching. Trying to look up those engine specs for the for that 600s. Billy, thank you for the like out there on Facebook. You're killer. Appreciate you. Thank you to all the folks out there watching on YouTube. You're all amazing. Make sure you hit that like button for me. Do what you can. All right. I was trying to find the information on that while I was kind of sitting there trying to sip on my lemon water here. So, what did it say? 358 cubic inch, 5.8 liter EFI V8, 670 horsepower. Fuel capacity is 70.8 liters for 18.7 gallons. 3,500 pounds. That is a heavy beast. Ugh, dang it. 0 to 60 in 2.4 seconds. What about the 0 to 100 speed? Oh, it cracks me up. The newest next-gen Gen 7 Cup cars have finally been launched. They're definitely quite a different breed compared to the previous Gen 6. One of the biggest changes from the regular H-pattern shifter is the sequential 5-gear shifter, making getting up and down through the gears easier for the driver. I don't know if I would agree with that. I don't know. I think they're getting close to the IMSA style. I think that's a real thing. Man. Torque News says the Camaro looks amazing. Hey, we like it. All right, let's go through the race and see what's going on. I want to make sure we take a look and see how Jerry West is doing here. 5.1 seconds over the 43 of Udding. Those drivers that came in and had to take some took some tires. A couple of those drivers that came in that was short pitted a little bit, they didn't take tires then. So we will see how this plays out for him, because right now the 00 of Robert Reynolds way back here in 8th, and at one point he had about 20, he had not 20 seconds, he had about 6 seconds on Jerry West, and now right now between he and Jerry West, there is a very comfortable margin for Jerry. From 8th, Reynolds is 13 and a half seconds back. It looks to be like it's going to be a Jerry West kind of day. Right now, it's got a little bit of lap traffic. Some of the drivers that came off pit road prior to all of that, like the 25 of Daniel here. Daniel, he's on. He came out on lap 38. He's on about 5 lap fresher tires than Jerry West, so he should be trying to pull away. Jerry's got the 12 right behind him. The 12, Brock, a lap or so down. So the Alltel Mobile One Chevy Camaro try to make short work on the outside of the 14. 14's going to be low. 12's going to go around the outside, trying to get that lap back naturally. But you're out of pit road. The 993 rolling very nicely. Troy Rittner in the 11 out of the race. Robert out of the race. Bud Shear's there. Josh Brock in that 27th position. Mike Allen is 0-1 on the same lap. Austin Moore, the 45. He looks to be, I think he's 2 laps down as well. Philip Bridgman is 1 lap down. Has Brian Beach with him. Sam Harrell, Rich Crane, Brian Huntley Jr. back to 20th after being way back there for a minute. Trying to battle with the 25 here. 25 is going to go around the outside of Brian Huntley Jr., so that's going to give up a position. Christoph in the 98 right in front of him. Brandon Moore, the number 5, looking at 50 laps to go and is 15 off 15. He's gained at least 4 more positions back, because at one point he was 19 spots off, and we watched him take a couple of ways. Skyler 16 the number 18. He's driving the 18 right here. Black Rifle Coffee Chevy Camaro. He technically should be the 19, but who knows? You know, we got 2 18s in the field. Jeff Ramsdale up 1. able to capitalize and try to make the 97 roll through it. It's got the DuPont paint scheme all over that one. Up 11 spots is going to be Jorge Rincon. He was up 10, still ticking 1 or 2 away at a time. Sean Burke, your pole sitter, has some big strides to make here as they start to kind of pester on. They came in on 33. They had 5 laps of caution laps, so we should see them in 28 to 30 laps after that. So we will see Sean Burke somewhere around the 60 to 63 mark. That's when they came to pit road. Relatives of the drivers, bottom right of your screen. Hammond 2.5 seconds ahead, 2.6 seconds ahead. Reynolds 1.7 seconds. Stokes 1.5 seconds. Burke getting closed in on. There's Rincon there to the inside. I'm not sure if they meant to just take two tires, but I will tell you that that's what it looked like to me. Brock is 1.6 and kind of feathering out, maybe gaining on Jerry West, your race leader here. Utting 5.4, 5.5 seconds, and gaining. Looks like the 43 came on a lap 34, so they closed some of those laps down. Was about 6 seconds. Got himself around Nathan Bogart a little while ago, who's in third. Good run for him. Not a bad looking race, if I do say so myself. Jerry West, I can speak. Jerry West, your race leader. Say that 10 times fast. Say it 10 times fast. You're amazing. Thank you, everybody. Keep the chats going because we want to hear what you're doing, see what you're saying. And by all means, it helps with the integrations and helps us get discovered a little bit more every single time. That's why I keep the chat live. Even on YouTube, you guys should be able to chat up there as well if you're a subscriber to our channel. Not a monetary subscriber, but like just a regular. It's a free. If you follow somebody or like somebody or subscribe, like YouTube, you subscribe. You follow on Facebook. You follow on Twitch, or you can like on Facebook as well. It's a free way to help streamers out, not just me, everybody. So keep that in mind when you're out there watching streamers. If you can follow them, you can turn notifications off a little bit, but you will still be able to see when they go live. You know what I mean? It's awesome sauce stuff. I don't recommend that. I recommend leaving all your notifications on. Just muting certain types of notifications so that you still have the actual notification, but you don't have to get alerted 90 times. Folks, I follow a ton of people because they follow me, and I want to show my appreciation. They've been great. Lance McKinney up 19. He's in fourth. He is trying to work his way directly to the front. Let's take a look at the last laps of the front two here. West better on 52, 54, and 56. Utting better on 53, 55. Not enough gain. 14 to 12 side by side here. It's a 14 trying to utilize some of that intuition that he has. Just utilize that bottom line. Where do you follow? Texas, you follow anywhere. You follow well, like my last name. That's right. That's right. Signature Esports, you want to make sure you follow Signature Esports on Facebook, Twitch, YouTube. And then also make sure you see Kelva out there on chatting it up on there on the good old-fashioned stuff. You think you would rather do car racing than the trucks? I don't disagree with you. But I like the trucks better. I think they're more stable. You're great. Also, make sure you go and you go to twitch.tv // totally joking. Twitch.tv / Texas_Kelva. That's what you're going to do. You're going to follow that guy because he has some great stuff out there. How are you doing, Kelva? Are you limping through? How are you doing? halfway through the race, and we are cruising. That is for darn sure. It's not about... Okay, so I think that they're more stable, which means they're a lot more fun for me to drive, screaming in the pools and drinking whiskey. Hey, I understand. You're going to get the truck back, though, and you're going to be able to get back out there and roll, right? That's exactly right. Hopefully the distributor understands, and you're going to get some stuff. He was trapped in Alabama for a little while because his load he was hauling, his truck broke down, and it's just, it happens. It's maintenance. The trucks are more stable, makes them a little bit easier to drive for folks. I just think they're more fun to drive because you can pick different lanes and try to roll around each other. 14 looks like he is... was he slowing down for pit road? It looked like he was trying to slow down for pit road. Ricky Utting in the number 6, up 6 spots to number 43. Is going to work his way around. Making moves. Have an ice cream. Sounds like he's clutching it in. Trying to get another lap out of it. I think he was trying to come to pit road. Ooh, locks him up right there at the edge of the racetrack. Utting's going to go around. He came in on 34, so he's going to get another lap in. Nathan Bogart, the 66 in third here. He's going to have Lance McKinney in the number 48 up 20. Ryan Chapman, he's in fourth. Chris Spencer is in fifth. Let's see Chris up there. You're absolutely right. 50% fuel on these cars, and they're coming in. It is pretty much, it's what it's looking like, a 3-mile track. I don't disagree with that. Let's see. Last vehicle on the lead lap right now, 26.56 seconds off of Ricky Utting. And that is the distance, about a quarter of the track here, almost a fifth of the track. Tell you what, 48 looked like you got in the wall back here a little bit. You know what? You do have the next 2 weeks off. You guys can get in and practice. I am not getting in and practicing anymore. I love calling races, and I love seeing what iRacing does. It's supposed to, and it has, but because of their 50%, and it does, like the dependability of this track is actually really good. Part of the problem, though, is that, not part of the problem. The way this league runs, they run 50% fuel, so they're pitting more often. If they have just enough sets of tires to make it through the pit stops, and that's pretty much it. So you can't burn an extra set of tires. So it's kind of nice. It's nice to see the strategy has to play in here, and you have to come down pit road a couple times. You got to watch that speed. I think I saw a speeding penalty earlier. You're just seeing it. Jerry West just ran the fastest lap of the race, 31:08, and he is looking to try to burn it down. He wants to go all the way to 90 to 92, and then find himself on pit road for the last time, and that'll be what they make it there. Man, Vance Quick, there's the number 23, is up to second now. Jerry West running the fastest lap of the race once again, 30.97. Prior to that, nobody could touch him. Best lap of the race for that driver. He's got some brand new tires. He says, let's go. 31.23 that time, though. It's crazy how 0.3 of a second can be pulled away from your wonderful, hey, who's coming to get you? That's what I was going to add. Brian, thank you for the like out there. Dude, my number one fan. Brian, do you have that top fan stuff? I'm not sure. I see Travis is a top fan. We have a few top fans. Nice job, folks. We're about 1,510 stars away from our daily goal, so that's absolutely awesome. Yes, it is supposed to keep them bunched up. Is it going to keep them bunched up as they start to release the... Oh, Brandon Moore, your race leader here, coming to pit road. Is it going to keep them bunched up? No, it's not. I don't think it's going to keep them bunched up. I think that what's going to happen is they're going to be... they're going to find different ways to make traction compound a thing at Atlanta because the bottom lane is not the greatest here. Udding 10 seconds. I don't know how Jerry West is getting in and off pit road and gaining 6 seconds each time, but he is doing it. You're my only fan. Isn't that hilarious? Texas, you are my only fan. Brandon Moore coming to pit road. Trying to extend it out here. He did go ahead and take tires, so he's going to find himself... he should still be on the lead lap here. There's Ramsdale coming around. Daxton Stokes is in 13th. Take that back. Moore a lap down, so about a third of the field is a lap down. Asking for a friend. That's what I say. You know, Sean Burke running his fastest lap of the race. The number 7 stepping on it now. He's in 14th and a lap down, and that is a lot to have to try to make up here. He drives to the inside of Philip Bridgman there. Bridgman trying to make short work of Hotlanta. BRB says, Kelvin, good. Get your whiskey. Jerry West, the driver that he is trying to track down right now. The gap, 34.0 seconds, but I do think he's going to be staring at him here in the rearview mirror. Jerry West is going to be staring at him in the rearview mirror here in a moment. From pole position to 14th, off 13 spots. That right there is probably something that you got to take a look at. What kind of strategy do you have? Udding faster than Jerry West, 31.66 on his last lap. Jerry West is going to have to savor the flavor here and try to take his time. Folks, won't get me some commercial breaks. That's the real thing. So that way I can leave you with it. I do think that Twitch kind of does its own thing out there. I have it set up. Hopefully you folks are not seeing pre-rolled ads when you first join, unless you're joining, of course, at the time that they're supposed to be scheduled. When I start a race, I for the first 30 minutes, I don't want to have to listen to an ad. You don't want to have to listen to an ad either. 14, 43, 66, 48, 53, 97 trying to go around. Ramsdale's going to get his lap back. Jerry West on full send mode. Ricky Udding, he's catching him though. Here's a look at the lap times, last 5 of them. Ricky Udding putting it to that relative. Right now, 46 laps to go as they complete lap 75. And Ricky Udding is seriously putting a hurt into him. Here's the 43 trying to work his way around the 93 here. 93 might be trying to work his way around the 43. It might be hurting the 43 to sit there and battle with him. So fall up in line. Let that 93 go around. It's got a couple of lap fresher tires. This is all going to come down to those final 5 laps. Who's going to have that advantage early on? Is somebody going to short pit to try to put themselves out there in good fortune? Because Jerry West is going to have to start thinking about that because of where he pit. He is fast on pit road, but cycling changes a lot. Somebody might find themselves in pit road exactly on when they need to be able to make it, which could be anywhere from the realm of 88, 87, 88. Let's look. But we look at the pit strategy. Bottom right of your screen, top 15 drivers, most laps run on the green flag run. That's where we're going to look. We're not going to look at the We're not going to look at the first stint because there was a caution in there. We're going to actually look at the second stint where McKinney is. Lance McKinney moving up to fourth here as he's got around Chapman, starting to decrease that relative two. He's able to run 32 laps on his last pit cycle. Does he know that he can make it on 32 and come in early on 98? Or does he wait it out and come in when the race leader does and try to gain some momentum off of pit road? Sean Burke back to 13th here. He is back on the lead lap here. He's got a lot of work to do. Started on the pole and like I said, he came to pit road. I don't know if he just didn't check his tires or something happened there, because that right there has been his downfall. As he was up there battling very nicely with the 14 and the 00 Reynolds doing the same thing. So it's just it's different to see. 14, 43, 66, 48, 8, 6, 96, 53, 10, and the 23. That's going to be your top five. I'm sorry, your top 10, not your top 5. Man! Get it right. I know. Folks, give me a follow. Hydrate time. Much love to you. That was about to be a scary situation. A little three wide racing, 96, 8, 6, 53. And Bridgman 2 laps down. First car 2 laps down. Trying to find a way to beat feet around this racetrack. That is Brandon Burkhart right there in 6th. He's got Ryan Chapman right behind him. These drivers have been battling for a little bit. They are all trying to work together to try to track down Jerry West. And 6.5 seconds, the distance between he and Ricky Udding, who has made up a ton of time over the last couple of laps. There's the 29. Ricky fast, Daxton Stokes in 16th. Still one of the biggest movers of the race right here, up 13. Was the biggest mover at one point. Still a lot of racing left to go to see when he's going to be able to do that. He's in 16th. Skylar Sixton trying to go and make his name known. He is up there in 15th. Jeff Ramsdale had been the biggest mover of the race and then fell quite a ways back there for a moment, but he's going to be your first car, the last car on the lead lap. Let me get that correctly. He just passed the race leader. 0-1, Mike Allen up there. Off 12 from the start of the race, started 13th. He is in 25th. That first caution, of course, he was wrapped up into that. Had to use that fast repair, and so did. What was it? Was it the 36? I think the 36 had to as well. Either way, what was it? Chris Spencer. It was one of these guys. They all did something. No real big helicopter awards today. That's all right. 0-1. Better check your rear view mirror because right now the 14 is all over the back bumper. And he's going to utilize that draft, slow himself up, get down to the bottom of the corner, get himself around the 0-1 here. Looking at Jeff Ramsdale in front of him. Here's the 14 of Jerry West driving into 3 and 4 here. Carries the 97's draft speed here. Right up to the back quarter panel of him. 97 can carry midline speed here. Ramsdale came in on 65. Jerry West came on 62. Which makes me think that Jerry saved a thing or two. He knows a thing or two about a thing or two. Austin Moore to pit road. Jerry West out front. Ryan Huntley Jr. making a pass back there. He's going to be up 3. Started 20th. You know, Daxton Stokes right there in the 29. He's in 16th. Started from the back, work your way to the front. That's what you do. Sexton, he was off 2 just a little bit ago. Now he's off 3 again. Ramsdale up 2. Burke off 12. Started on the pole. Still trying to gain some more time here. He's got Jerry West right behind him again. As West looks to utilize some of that long run speed and work his way around. Christoph to pit road. Looks like the 98 trying to make some moves. I think it might have been the 98 that tapped the wall on that first caution. I think that's who it was. Either way, look at that Atlanta Motor Speedway. They even put the new upper terrace in there. How cool does that look? I think it looks pretty darn cool. Got a little right side damage though, and that's not making it easy on him. Van Scoik, he is inside the top 10. The GOAT Racing Machine trying to track down Burkhart. Has Burkhart right there in his sights. Bill Hales in the 53. This is a little 3-way battle here from 7th, 8th, and 9th. They all are staring at Ryan Chapman here quite profusely. Chris Spencer in 5th. Nathan Bogart in 4th. Lance McKinney, your biggest mover of the race, number 48. He is hauling Tukas. See, he worked his way all the way to 3rd here. Closest driver to the number 14, well, that'll be Ricky Edding. He's 6.9 seconds and losing ground here as they come across the stripe. 91 of 120. You're going to start seeing the last pit stops happen. And you're going to see the aggression turn up to 10. Jerry West will dictate when some of these drivers come to pit road, if they are going to come to pit road. 14 not coming to pit road. So it might be a suggestion for any of the drivers behind trying to make up time to the number 14. Find a way to get in and off pit road as fast as you can. Go Bogart, says Dark out there. West kind of dominating here. Has the strategy, has the pit road to entrance speed, has what he needs there. We'll take a look. We're going to see when he comes to pit road. Here it is. He was well above that pit road marker. Got himself to pit road there. He was hefty in. I don't know. Ricky Eddings, your race leader, number 43. I'm shocked that Jerry doesn't have a penalty here. Really shocked he doesn't have a penalty. Udding coming around. He came in on 65. Lance McKinney came in on 67. 94 of 120. Hoping for something to go differently, something to go their way. Ricky Udding is going to be looking at 65 for himself here. That's when he came to pit road, so he is not quite 30 laps on these tires. BNR, what's up, Linky? Good to see you out there. How was your day? How was work? You had to get up and go to work today? Lance McKinney in second, allowing the 98 to go by. Chris Spencer in the 96 in third. Ricky Edding trying to carry forward. Do a pretty decent job at it. Jerry West. I don't know that Jerry was speeding. I think I might have had the camera in the wrong spot there because I didn't see the yellow commitment cones or the line there. So, it's Atlanta. There's a new one. Showed up an hour late and blamed it on traffic. Okay. I can't say I've never done that. 88's going to go around, going to get a lap back. 00's going to go around, get a lap back as well. No service. There it is. Never know. Could have been the power lines above your car during that time. It does happen. Daxton had an issue getting into pit road. He is at least in his... Oh, man. Ricky Utting looked like he was coming to pit road. 25 laps to go. Chapman in second. Van Scoik in third. Van Scoik came in on 67. Biggs neck. Let's go. Let's go sideways. Motorsports 66, 25, and 29. Very cool. Ryan Chapman's going to be there. Brian Huntley Jr. needs to come in still. And this is going to be all about... it's all going to be about where West is. West came in before everybody else. And so anybody that is looking at where Jerry West is, that is going to be the race there at the end of this one. Lance McKinney would be your second place driver. And right now he's going to have to haul around this track faster than Jerry West could ever think of. Daxton Stokes coming off pit road. Does look like Ryan Chapman into pit road now. Van Scoik into pit road. Is going to hit his pit stop. Brandon Moore is your race leader. He's going to come around and lead. Jerry West is going to try to take that away from him here. Redeem to hydrate. Get it. There we go. Here, let's mark his complete. Mark is complete. There you go, folks. There you go. It's completed. Thank you for utilizing those requests. Those are free, too. Dan, thank you for the like. He's sharing it out there everywhere. Thank you, Dan Phelps. Appreciate you, brother. You're kicking butt and taking names, and I appreciate the activity. You're just awesome. Got all the notification sounds turned off, so I don't have a clue. More right behind... the 14, 22 laps to go. Ryan Chapman had to slam on some brakes there. Oh. He is slow on the get up and go horsepower there. Let's go and take a look and see what happened. I think he was coming off pit road. Did he get free? Oh, he did. Came in. Oh, man. Poor Ryan. Ryan. 1-2 will be West Utting. Brandon Moore to pit road. Nathan Bogart will take over third. You didn't see it. You're talking in there, right? Click your channel points. You got channel points down there in the bottom left. It should have just given it to you. It should have given you a big old plus, whatever it was. Ricky Utting just ran his fastest lap of the race, 31.21, has 0.7 of a second faster laps than Jerry West right now. That will not be enough. He would have to close down more than a second a lap over Jerry West here. Hey, there you go. Thank you, Stream Elements. Remember, buy yourself a t-shirt. It puts formula in my mouth and diapers on my dog. Totally joking. Doesn't do that. We are trying to buy a mic, folks. We're trying to buy a new mic. The one that I had purchased, it's not coming. So we are. It was purchased a long time ago. So it's not coming. I'm gonna have to buy another one. So I'm taking liberties and love from everybody else. You're amazing. Thank you for being who you are. Jerry West can patiently work his way around the track. 18 laps to go. He gets into pit road fast here. I wonder if there's I wonder if I think iRacing works in the same scope as what NASCAR does. You have to fluctuate your time. Oh, the 7 and the 14 almost collected each other there. So Burke a lap down now, the pole sitter in 5th. Sean Burke came in on 89, tried to short pit here, tried to put something together. John Hammond there as well, came out on 91. Jerry West came out on 92. It's all about finished position here. And Sean did do a great job of short pitting himself to get himself back around here and find an extra loop. It makes it that much more important. Michael Fire just put out 5 OBS secrets that will make your live stream poppin'. Just so you know. I don't know what that is. It popped across my my notification bar over here. Very cool. Jerry West out front. 15 laps to go. BNR Cup Series. I am going to hydrate now. I'm going to take... I did the first one. I'm going to take the second one. But I need to go grab my water. I'll be right back, folks. I might not. Brian Huntley Jr. down low. No cautions here. I heard it in my headset. And Brian, I don't know if Brian got loose or what happened there. He's back up to speed now, though. I don't know. That was unique. 14 to go. All right, I'll be right back. Oh, the best part of it, 10 laps to go. Jerry West out front, Sean Burke in 8th now. It's a lot better than what it was a little while ago. Bill Hales, who's in 5th, looking to go a lap down. Does look like here. Spencer trying to make moves on Nathan Bogart back here. 96 to the inside of the 66. 3rd, 4th, and 5th have had a decent battle all day long. Bill Hales is trying to work his way with 9 laps to go, try to get himself a little bit more momentum to put himself in that good position. Jerry West, however he did it, he did do it. He's got a whole lot of company, though. There's the 23 right there with him. Bill Hales in front of him. 32 and a half seconds, the difference for a top 5. Van Scoik trying to get around the 14 here. When you're battling some good drivers for position here, as the 14 is going to be up high here, is going to let these drivers kind of do their thing. Charles trying to have a top 5 night here, but he's got to catch up to Bill Hales to do it. Bill right there in front of him. Charles came in on 97, so he's got some smoking hot tires. There's the 14. Ricky Utting in second, 16.7 seconds, the difference here. And it's just that kind of race. Fuel mileage is always a big factor when it comes to these types of races. So it's almost like trying to figure out a 360 miler, but putting yourself in the shoes of shorter pit stops and having to make those decisions much quicker. Jerry West pretty much has it timed out. That's what he's been doing. So if I were any of these drivers, I'd be coming in when he does, and I'd be trying to stay right on his tail. He and his team have been doing a great job every weekend, or at least every Saturday that I've been a part of these folks, and they've definitely had the races kind of locked in. 6 laps to go. Chris Spencer did get himself clear of Nathan Bogart. Mr. Bogart will be trying to hold on to a top 5. Van Scoik just got himself around the 53, and he's got 6 laps to try to catch up to Nathan here. Let me take that back. He's got 6 laps, but Jerry West has 5 laps as West makes it 5 laps to go here. Ricky Utting, 16.6 seconds. Not much to gain here for these drivers. Best lap of the race ran by Jerry West, 30.97. Next fastest lap, 31.08. And that's ran by Brandon Moore right here. And they're all in a whole lot of hurt. Woo, Nelly. Some 3, 4, 5 wide racing going on right here. 28 to the inside of the 5. Brandon Moore up high. He's in 8th. Rincon trying to get to the inside. Hammond's right there as well. All of these drivers are trying to battle for position as well. Every position's a point. Every piece of the puzzle has to work, has to stick. The 7 can defend here, as it does look like John Hammond falls back to 9th here. Has the 18 there with him as well. 28 up high, 18 right there with him, trying to find room, trying to get around. 3 laps to go. Jerry West, that's not a race anymore up there for him. Ricky Utting, 16.5 seconds back. He's got about 8 seconds to this next pack. There's Bogart in 3rd. He's got a 2-second lead over. I'm sorry, that's Spencer. Now there's Bogart. Bogart has a 2.5 second lead over him. But Charles Van Scoik, he's not far off either. He's looking down the barrel. Bill Hales right there with a 14 in front of him. Brandon Moore and company. Brandon able to get himself back around, so he's going to find himself in 7th. It does look like Jorge Rincon of the 28 is going to settle in here as well. John Hammond has the 9th place kind of locked in. There's a 7, and he's in 10th. I think the 00 had a penalty earlier, because that is the only thing that explains. And I didn't even see it, so I think he did have a penalty. I think that's what's going to put him there in his position. But right now, white flag's going to wave for Jerry West, as Hotlanta was his racetrack, and he was able to make it stick, make it work. Have the patience that you have, all the patience that you could ever ask for. Is going to bring it home in style. The SRTV number 14. Call him Wheezy for a reason, right? That's exactly right. Jerry West wins it here at Atlanta Motor Speedway in the BNR Cup Series. Locking his way into the playoffs. 43 of Utting. It's like he's going to come around. Bill Hales will finish where he is at. Moore, Rincon, Burke, Hammond. All of those cars, the lap down will do that. 43 having good drive. Chris Spencer will finish in 3rd. So 96 able to rebound. up to 16, up 16 spots, started 19th. Bogart, top 5. Van Scoik looks like he's going to have himself a top 5 as well. 5 cars on the finish on the lead lap. But Jerry West will be your race winner. Jerry West from the Louisville, Kentucky area, and don't have an opportunity to burn it down. Hopefully he does. Hopefully he takes that opportunity to burn it down, because why not? You know, ooh, don't lock it up, 96. 1496 gonna celebrate here together. There it is. There's the burnout. Boy, he burns it down too much, right? The car sounds sick. There's the blown engine. That's what we were looking for. That's the most important thing. Jerry West is going to be your race winner here. We're going to get in and have a little chit chat with him here in just 2 shakes of the lamb's tail. Want to make sure everybody's good to go. I don't know that drivers can see the other channel. Here, let's drop him in. I can't move him. Jerry, if you're out there listening, brother, I can't move you from that. I'm in the signature eSports one, the ARCS racing broadcast one. You're in the broadcast waiting room right there. I don't know what that one is. Let me make sure everybody can see this one. Can view the channel, can see the channel. Okay. All right. There he is. There he is. All right. Hey, Jerry, you got a copy there, buddy?
Yeah, 10-4. I got you, buddy. How you doing, Jason?
Oh, man. Sore throat. Lot of fun stuff. It's been great day. But none better for you, though, because you come out here and you dominate. You have to share your secret on how you're getting into pit road so fast, because that is where you won this race.
Hundreds of pit road speeding penalties along the years of iRacing, and then you kind of learn to push the limits. Sometimes it doesn't work out in your favor. A lot of times here, especially. One time I come in a little too hot and I had to go back around and come back in the next time by. So I lost a couple seconds to Ricky that time. But yeah, just practice, man. A lot of practice and a lot of failure. And tonight it just seemed to work in our favor, man. We picked up a lot of time on pit road.
Not only picked up time on pit road, but it allowed you to have that the gap to be able to save a little bit more. You weren't really pushing it. You didn't have to push it as much. And it just kind of seemed like Atlanta worked in your favor. Tell me how it is on this racetrack compared to what it has in the past. The bumps don't seem to be as bad, and it seems like the line it kind of moved up a little bit.
Yeah, on a track like this, it really comes down to the tire management because every little second counts, especially when it goes green like it did here. I've seen a lot of people run the high line in 3 and 4. That's not going to do you any good on the long run. That's going to hurt you really bad. So we just lifted early, kept it to the bottom as close as we could to the bottom there in 3 and 4, kind of saved as much as we could in 3 and 4. And 1 and 2 is a bit trickier. We went in real high and just kind of let it come down and come off real easy down by the bottom line of 2. It wanted to get loose there early. So we had to be very careful not to scrub the tires early in the race because that really does a lot of damage to the tires. So it's really just figuring out the line here and what works for you as a driver. It may be different for somebody else. It just depends on how they drive the car. And I tend to drive it a bit more conservative, even though it looks like I'm dogging it out there. I'm really trying to be conservative, especially the last 15 laps of that race. I thought the caution was going to come out, man. I was like, well, man, the only thing they can do to beat me here is to get the caution to come out. And I don't have any more tires. So I really backed it down with 15 to go. And it worked out. It worked out, man. A lot of things got to line up to get a win like this.
And it did, and the stars aligned. Jerry, congratulations on the race win here, and much love to you. I know you're going to be off for the holidays, and we're going to come back loud, proud, strong again at the beginning of the new year. So Merry Christmas to you, Happy Holidays, and blessed New Year, of course. But keep your shout-outs out there.
Yeah, man. Same to you and everybody out there watching as well. Hope you guys have a good one. This year it's gonna be awesome. I say we're out of the COVID almost. Well, at least we think we are getting towards the tail end of it. So it should be a lot better. Be able to see a lot more of our families. So I'm excited to see for that. But yeah, man. Shout out to all the drivers that showed up. Most importantly, because without them, we wouldn't have nobody to race out there. And they did a phenomenal job tonight, keeping it green and clean. So I know a lot of them race me pretty hard out there, but I kind of like that, so it's not a big deal to me. They definitely want to stay on the lead lap, and I can understand that. So shout out to the drivers for a good race tonight. But yeah, SRTV Network, my teammates over at Smoke Show Racing, Chris, Brian, Dustin, all those guys, Steve. I know Dustin and Steve and them couldn't show up tonight, but hey, we got another one.
Yeah, he did. He's in the chat. He said, "Good win, Mr. Jerry West."
Hey, man, thanks. And thanks to all the admins that make all this possible. We couldn't do it without the BNR, Brian, and Charles and them guys. So big shout out to them and you for doing the broadcast, man. I love going back and watching it, and I'll do that later on.
Perfect example of network to network. I am the Fox West. He is the Fox East, and that's kind of what we do. Or whatever network you choose. You get Fox, NBC. It doesn't matter to me. I don't watch television. I do this. Jerry, congratulations, and we will see you again very soon, man.
All right. Thank you.
Thank you very much. Jerry West wins it here and does it in style. Has a great, fantastic drive off here. Let us bring in. Of course, now we haven't gone over the race results, but we will do that here in just a second. We're going to bring in Ricky here in just a moment. We're going to make sure that we do that. There's Mr. Ricky. He's coming into the broadcast booth. Congratulations, P2 finish here, Rick. That was a tough one. It seemed like pit road was where, and that's exactly what Jerry said. He said that pit road was exactly where he won that race and was able to make up the time. Walk us through, because you were catching him every pit cycle.
Yeah. So you don't want to make a mistake, but you got to push it as much as you can. So I think Jerry and I picked up on the fact that the race was going to come down to a pit stop situation. So what I did is I pitted a few laps later, so my tires were a little fresher, and I didn't think I could make up the 10-second gap. So I actually just started backing off the last 20 laps on the off chance that the caution would fly, because neither one of us had any tires left, so we weren't going to pit, and I would have had, hopefully, fresher tires, but it didn't happen, didn't come to be. So good win for Jerry. And I saw the two guys behind me, Christopher and Nathan, they were battling, so I figured they were maybe using their stuff up. But anyway, second place, I'll take it.
Well, you had second place by quite a bit, actually. It was the difference between you and Chris was about 4.2 seconds, and then another from you to fourth was another 7 seconds, and about another 12 seconds from there. So you had a lot of time to be able to play with here, and it seemed like Atlanta was the right place to have that as well.
Yeah, it's so interesting because the first 30 laps was really competitive. So the first pit stop, really spread us out a little bit, and then you don't feel quite as much pressure to stay on throttle, and you can start, saving your tires a little bit. And but yeah, it's exactly what I did. I watched the gap behind me and just tried to back off as much as I could to save tires. And the caution didn't fly towards the end, and that's good for Jerry because he had the best car. But we almost would have been there for the strategy play if caution would have came up.
Definitely was that I was curious because they were racing pretty darn hard. Teal, thank you for the raid out there. Appreciate you bringing over your four viewers. Appreciate you very much. Gecko, thank you for the follow out there as well. Rick, my man, we're gonna take a couple of weeks off. Merry Christmas, Happy Holidays to you again. I haven't shown the results yet. It's all good. It's all good to be a little late. That's what happens, right? We'll show the race results here in just a moment. I haven't done those yet. We're talking to the top three. We'll go to the race results here right after this. But Rick, give your shout outs out there, man. Happy holidays, Merry Christmas, however you celebrate the new year. Appreciate you getting here. We're going to see you in a couple of weeks.
Yeah, thank you for the broadcast. Thanks to my teammate Brandon Burkhart, who had a good run until pit road got him. And shout out to Salvino's JR Models on the hood of my car. Thank you.
Absolutely. Now I've got to. We're going to go be taking pictures of Rick's car so that way I can jump back in there and figure out what exactly I was saying, because I want to make sure that I get that right next time. I'm going to write it down and everything. It's going to be awesome, because we like to shout out those local sponsors to make sure that, or the not just the local sponsors, but the little guys. We want to make sure we do that. So Ricky finishes in second and does a phenomenal job of killing that interview. I like it. Let's talk to Chris Spencer here real quick. Mr. Spencer finishes in third and has one heck of a day doing it as well. Chris, tell me about your race, what you were able to do with that 96, and you had a heck of a battle going on there for a little while as well. I don't know that Chris has got me. Chris might have stepped away. Chris, do you have me? My man. Well, while we wait for that to kind of get all fixed up, here's your race results. We're going to get rid of some tags here. Jerry West, Ricky Utting, Chris Spencer, that's going to be 1, 2, 3. Nathan Bogart finishes in fourth. Mr. Van Squick finishes inside the top 5. Goat Racing Guy, DoorDash number 23 right there. Bill Hales, number 53, finishes in sixth place. He had a good run today as well. He was battling. There's a lot of good racing going on, and that from third to basically eighth. That was phenomenal. But Charles was the last car in the lead lap for that long green flag run. Rincon, Burke Hammond, that'll be your top 10. Then we have Beach in 12th, Sixton in 14th. We've got Christoph Hall in 17th. Let's move down the race results for you. There's Brian Huntley Jr. in 19th, Philip Richmond in 20th, Daxton finishes 22nd, Bud Shearer 25th, and Josh Brock will go all the way down to the rest of the race results. Troy and Robert there at that first little incident kind of took a little bit out of everybody. It happens. It does happen. BNR Cup Series, the 180 at Hotlanta can be spicy, right? That's what it is. Let's see if Chris, you got me now. We are going to have to figure that out. I don't know. Chris's channel isn't. He can't hear me. He can't hear me, folks. But I'm sure that Chris has a good statement. Maybe he can type it out for me. I will read it. Thank you to all my sponsors. He had a good number 96 today, and he doesn't know what to do with his hands. Either way, we're good. We're good with that, right? We're good with that. Not quite sure. Let's here. Let's see if we can. Here we go. Chris Spencer finishes in third. Much love to everybody. Hopefully, hey, Chris, can you hear me?
Oh, there we go. Now I got you.
There's Chris. There's Mr. Spencer. All right. Tell me about your race. I was just doing the Ricky Bobby for you because that was all I could think of, because I don't know who you need to thank or any of your sponsors, but I just said you didn't know what to do with your hands.
First off, thank you guys up there. Thank you for calling a great race. Watched the whole broadcast. It's always really, really good job up there. Really enjoy watching the broadcast. Also BNR just for the Cup Series itself. Actually, all the league, all the series, great racing. And man, what a race! From the back, came up to third there. Just a great race. Track was really, really interesting.
That's what I was asking the other guys about this race, seeing kind of how it played into their strengths and out of the weaknesses. It just seemed like it was running a much higher line naturally, and you were having to actually let out to get it to turn all the way around those bottom turns. So it kind of gives me a true tale on what's going to happen with the next gen cars.
Yeah, actually, I enjoyed it a lot. It kind of took it back to kind of old school racing there. There was a lot of moving around. I like the fact that you could go high, that you could go low. I think the biggest fight was just actually getting around people and clearing them. You could beat Holland on the bottom, but if someone was on the outside and you couldn't get up the corner, you were just stuck there. But other than that, I mean, once you got clear, you're pretty much good to go. The track was perfect. It wasn't bad at all.
It looked like it was a ton of fun to drive, and really just you just made it smooth sailing. One caution early. That's kind of how it's been going with this league. You get one caution early, and then you get this long. Except for what was it, Bristol? I think it was Bristol. One of those tracks that he was like, all right, well, we expect this because it's short track racing. Atlanta's done with, man. What are you gonna do for the holidays?
Not much. Probably visit some family. Take some time and just kind of just refresh, if you want to say, get ready for 2022. Look forward to all the racing next year, and just a new year, new start, new fresh start, and man, just looking forward.
It's going to be a ton of fun. Merry Christmas, happy holidays to you, and always a blessed new year. We'll see you on the other side of the next couple of weeks for the BNR Cup Series, my man.
Yes, sir, definitely. Again, thank you. Just always great watching and listening to your broadcast. Definitely enjoy it, and just want to thank everyone over at Smoke Show Racing, SRTV. Toyota, just great race again tonight. Wish we would have started a little bit closer to the front. I think we may have been able to get up there, but I'll take it from back to the front and a decent finish.
A decent finish. That's a top 3, man. You went 16 spots. You can give yourself a little bit more credit than that.
Wanted to win for that one, but I'll take it. Jerry with the victory lane, so I guess I didn't get my Christmas present quite yet.
That's okay. It can be a New Year's resolution, right?
That's the deal. He owes me one now.
That's right. So he just needs, like, if you're in second, he just needs to park it. That's just what it goes.
Just move over to the side and just let me go, and we're good from there.
That's it. That's right. Chris, I look forward to seeing you here in a couple of weeks, and enjoy your time off.
You as well. Happy holidays and Merry Christmas. Thanks, everyone. The league broadcast. Just, again, really excited going to next year. Happy to finish off this year with a strong finish there, and I look forward to building on that.
It's going to be a ton of fun, man. I look forward to it as well. We will see you on the other side.
Awesome. Thank you.
Absolutely. Chris Spencer wins and has one hell of a ton. Not wins. He finishes in third. Jerry West is going to be your race winner, and our guy kind of disappeared there. He is sitting at the desk. His hands are there. This goes to show that as real as it looks and as real as it feels, it is always a video game. And never take it too seriously, but try to have some fun with it. That's for darn sure. Thank you to all the new followers out there. Thank you to all the raiders, all the fans, all the subscribers, all the notifications out there, all of the people that share things on Facebook, because I'm live on Facebook, Twitch, YouTube whenever I do the iRacing broadcasts, Twitch and Facebook whenever I'm gaming. Here pretty soon, I think I'm just going to be on Twitch for gaming. I think that might be where I'm going to go with that. I'm not quite sure. We're going to figure those things out over the next couple of weeks and start 2022 off with a bang, and maybe try to focus on one platform for one thing and another platform and all the rest of the platforms for kind of everything else. So, folks, much love to you. I do appreciate you. From the Saturday here, I've got one more race this week that will be with the Kicking Asphalt Series, and then I don't think that I have another race all the way until next week after that. Thank you, SRTV Network. Appreciate you. That's your race winner right there, Jerry West. Thank you very much for shouting it out there and doing all that stuff, folks. Make sure that you tune in, get all these folks some love. BNR has a Twitch out there as well. Go through the live comments, rewatch it, watch the comments, get these people out there and give them some love, because that's what this is all about. It's all about community, not just for the broadcast. In my perspective, it is all about what we do here for this league and for this series, and and also for Signature Esports, because I am all about community. I love everybody. Hopefully you're going to have a good Christmas, a good New Year's for the BNR series, and we're going to take they're going to race tomorrow. We're going to have some iRacing days off, and kind of recoup for that, and maybe try to get back into cameras and stuff like that. We're going to see everybody soon. But I always say at the end of every broadcast, beginning and end of every broadcast, because you are all amazing, and this is how I want you to see it. Be kind to one another. We'll see you in the next one, and always have a good afternoon, good evening, and a good morning.